Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Friyay. We have made it. Yes, and apparently all the randomness has already started. It's good to see everybody in chat. I hope you're all doing well. I see we've got quite a few people. Blast puffing in easily 10 minutes before I even considered going live. Friyay with ice cream and homemade chocolate sauce. Now I want some ice cream. Superfast Feg. Arriving with libations. Always a good thing for a Friday. Ginger the Lily bringing in some spicy chaos. And apparently some blackcurrant flavoured pants cake. Yes. Welcoming Cosmic. Yeah, what? Welcoming Risu. Welcoming Katsune. Friyay is on a 200 stream streak, which is definitely a ridiculous number. And that's what I get for tempting you with gelato last night. Oopsie. Streak through and diving into the ice cream. Diving into the ice cream sounds a little bit interesting. Apparently Minecraft has decided we need rain. So be it. And welcome into Clan Pixie. I hope... diving in like Scrooge McDuck. I hope everyone is doing well. It is definitely a Friday. Apparently I am going to be hydrating and stretching already. Hail hydrate! And yes, the squeaky bottle of doom is filled with water. Kind of wish it wasn't. Kind of wish it was full of something a little bit more alcoholic, but hey, and let's see what we can do with this stretch. Alright, thank you for that, Feg, and remember to everyone, do stretch, do hydrate, and if necessary, do med check. Do I have mice in with the squirrels? No, it's just that the bottle is incredibly squeaky. Just realised this doesn't make sense as a doorway. So this really needs to be a window. So let's sort that. Right, that's a bit better. I don't think we actually have a door here. Well, I mean, it's not so much a matter of using the doorways, Feg, as building them. Whether or not I actually use a doorway after I build it is entirely abnormal. I mean, at the moment, it's perfectly simple just to walk out this window. So, we will figure out where we go with that eventually. Alright, I think what we need to start with, however, is... Oh, I already had them in my inventory. A bit of a flooring. Doors, such a bourgeois concept. Yes. Welcome in to Elkhorn from Missouri S&T. I don't know what S&T is, but welcome from Missouri. I think I said something more than Mrs. How many Mrs. are there in Missouri? Scotch and tonic. Ooh, Scotch and tonic sounds like a good thing. Right. Let's remove some of this dirt. I have no idea what that sign said. Doesn't really matter. It's going now. Squirrels in trouble. Trouble. All the typos are kicking in already. We're doomed. What I was thinking is, it doesn't really make sense to have the staircase at this point of the building. I am going to butcher this one. Mapiki TMC, welcome in. Hola to you too. Happy Friday. I apologize if I have absolutely butchered that name. If you have a suggestion on how I... Well, it says you're a first-time chatter. Very confusing if you aren't. But if you're not new, welcome in. Always good to have someone back who has been around for a while. And first time you chat, not first time you watch. Well, that is a different matter. Welcome in and thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a good Friyay. Let's see. I've decided that this stairwell should actually be back here. It doesn't make sense to have it at the front of the building because you kind of waste building space by oh, is it getting dark? By having it at the front, and thus, let's not do that. What we will need to do is go and sort out A, sleeping, and B, the rain. Ritsu is living on Advil and Nerds gummies. Makes a change from living on a prayer, I guess. Hopefully you feel better soon, Ritsu. Also, I didn't know they did Advil and Nerds as a gummy. I'm assuming that those are separate things. Can I sleep? I'd like it to stop raining now. It's done the job of... Absolutely read that as Anvil. Anvil and Nerds. Dropping an anvil on the Nerds means that I'm probably going to get flattened. And anyone with at least a 12-month subscription to Pixel Riffs. Nerd! Right. Okay. Prayers were not doing the job. Understandable. $12 months? That's almost a year! Yeah. When did that start? I mean, that... I know that it's not... Entry building. Exit through the Ravager gift shoppy. You're gonna get that on a t-shirt. I mean, it's used in so many places. I would be very surprised if it's not already a t-shirt. Meanwhile, let's just walk in through the window. I should probably have worked out what height I'm aiming down to. So, where are we? You, sir, are 72. Excellent. So, we need to get down to 72. Way too close. For those who remember their British TV Saturday mornings, that's the one that's next door to number 73. Probably banging on the walls and complaining about the TV studio making all the noise. For those who don't remember their Saturday morning TV in the UK, don't worry, it made no sense even then. Could be parts. I'm not doing merch. Why on earth would I be doing merch? Do I look like the sort of person who is thinking of doing merch at any point? At the moment, the thing I appear to be doing is running out of materials. Think of all the tax forms you'd get to fill out. Yes. Still trying to avoid those. comes with a cuddly ravager and a llama. Ooh, that, however, does sound like a nice couple of bits of merch. Yeah, I realised I'm not actually looking at what level I'm at. Oh, 73. Woohoo! So, actually, we should just be able to dig through here, and there it is, the outside world again. Lovely. Now with realistic tromping sound. The Ravager... oh dear. I'm not entirely sure what made me go completely ridiculous with all of the tromp the other day. But hey, why not? It made the appropriate levels. I just read Cosmic's comment. I'm not commenting. It's safer for me not to. So much safer for me not to say anything there. Right. I've forgotten where I left everything in this building. There we are. Spruce. G'day, Spruce. Just checking. Ooh, hey, I actually do have some more birch. Toto, I'm not sure that's a plushie anymore. You? Yes, you. Yeah. Seems like a good response there, Blast. Alex Coconut, welcome in and thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good Friyay. Alright, let's try and work out. Hello, hello. Either that or Blast is running off to place an order. Somehow I don't think so, somehow. So, now comes the interesting bit, trying to work out how to put in stairs. This is always the bit that is... Cosmic, it's fine. The mayhem, the chaos, and the incomplete walls. I should really have finished the walls before I started putting in stairs, I think. Right, let's try this again. Let's fix the walls, and then we can put in the staircase. Yeah, no. That took a turn that definitely wasn't appropriate or necessary. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for playing the game, and do please enjoy the sudden and emergency exit that you have just discovered. No need to take it that far, Blast. Oh, I need to turn some of those into... Actually, no, I don't. Let's carry on with what we've got. Yes. The squirrel holding the band hammer has decided defenestration is appropriate right now. We thank you for playing, and kindly hope that you do enjoy the window that you've just been shown out. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put that there, so that these at least look like... Your brain is just filled with that quote from the Golden Girls when he sees... Right. You see, I've never really watched the Golden Girls, so I have no idea what that quote is. I know of them, though. Right, let's put that in there. Hey ho, hey ho. Okay. Now the question becomes, should I also be attempting to make this, or how should we be detailing this section of room? But first, oh, that one's the wrong way around. That's just not going to help there. Right, let's try that this way around. That works. I've really been discovering that if you put in stairs at right angles to each other, they really do actually, you can still walk up them without noticing. Whoops, that's not what I was looking for. And for those attempting all of their Pokemon goodness, we have a Cuffant. Curfant? We got a Pokemon in chat. I initially thought it was a Cubfant, and was like, wait, how is he in here? Shouldn't he be off dealing with elements of the Nopo? Is Cubfan Nopo or Popo? I've kind of got that one lost at the moment. The whole thing's just become a bit silly. It's a copper elephant. Aha! He's Popo. Right. I mean, we could always just, yeah, wait. I was about to say we could always just wait and check the Hermitcraft recap, but yeah, whatever. Actually, let's bring that up, and let's start the stairs upwards from here, which will be useful because we will want to go further up. And congratulations to Friyay on that catch. No, that feels like that's not going to work, so let's do that. Then, oh, hold on. Yeah, we got that there. Keep forgetting that this thing has sides. Yes, this building has sides. You've got to be careful with those. It's so unusual for a building to have a side. Granted, I know I'm a little bit behind in building the walls, so not all of the sides are in place. It's a bit undecided. Yeah, that was a reach. Sorry. Yeah, I know, that one was terrible, Fig. Even I'm regretting that one. Right. I should sort out the... Six sides. Front, back, left side, right side, inside and outside. That is actually about... well... Don't forget, it's also got the top side and the bottom side, Ginger, so it's actually got 8 sides. Hello, Nanian. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. If you raided my village, you're doing well, because this village is full of pillagers already, so, I mean, it's got quite a bit of raid awareness. Ah, and of course the other side. Yes. Look after yourself, Jordan, and have a good evening. I need some more dark oak stairs and slabs so that we can get... No, it's this one. Actually, I'm just going to bring all of those. I don't need the wheat seeds. Those must have come from removing the floor. Ditto, I don't need the dirt. Let's put the dirt away. What we do have... Oh, we already have dark oak logs. That's useful. And let's use that to make few more slabs. Yeah, I know that's way more slabs than I needed, but, well, at some point we've got to do a roof. So, yeah. They'll be there when we get to them. Let's try and get them up to here. At some point I should really consider making a farm for... what's the stuff they get off of the new... off of the creaking? I can't remember what it's called. Resin, thank you. Because I saw an Impulse video this morning. Actually, I think I was watching it during lunch, and he was using resin for scaffolding. And I remembered seeing in a video elsewhere that resin basically is an insta-break, which makes it so much more useful for scaffolding. Raven, welcome in, sir. Hope you're doing okay. I saw your message and the one from Andrew. Yay! New merch, new merch. No one knows what to do with new merch from approaching Nirvana. The t-shirts are really cool. Really want the Pale Garden drop. I want them as well. We'll get there. They're coming. Obviously not a fan of Tom Lehrer songs. Branded dictionaries, squirrel plushies, my own rage. That was going okay until that last one there, Feg. Yeah. The thing is, I think I've still got another 2 floors to go. Two levels to go. And this is feeling wrong. I know it's sensible to have it start here compared to this one. If I put that there, does it... Yeah, that breaks the ability to walk up the stairs. There's just a practical garment occupied by several members of the SLA simultaneously. For I am 12 squirrels in a trench coat. This staircase... This staircase isn't fitting right. Which is interesting, because that's somewhat annoying. This one's no problem. This one fits. And we can put in barriers, safety railings and all of that there shortly. I almost think, which is a bad sign, I'm starting to think. May have to start a little bit further out, because we're just so far out, man. Put that there. Well, that's not good. That block can't be there. Let's try that again. You know, I can't remember what we're supposed to be doing. Hey, TGM. Welcome in. Happy Friday. borrow the cam account and go and have a quick look at the tower that we are notionally borrowing a lot of our designs from. Oh. Ah. Mm. Well then, let's not look at that, because it's a highly dangerous thing that makes me want to go. Whoops. So what I'm seeing here is I need to do that and that. I need to right. Okay, let's find the materials that I'm missing and start filling in the gaps of reality. And hope for the best. Don't think I need any more. I don't need. Why am I carrying spruce logs? Let's put those away for the moment. What I do need is to climb this staircase without quite as much problem. Andesite. Oh hey, I found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, and 2. That should get me... I'm going to bring another stack of stone. I think I'm going to need it. Let's go for a full stack. I like the fact that I'm actually attempting to keep the temporary local storage relatively neat. Okay, climb. Climb. Yes, right. So, oh no, hold on. First up, 2 becomes that, and then 8 becomes that, and 8 becomes that, and then we have TGM on a 65 stream streak. Thank you so much for that, TGM. And the squeaky bottle of doom is back. Hail, hydrate. Always remember, hydrate appropriately. And then stretch as well. Oh, yep, there we go. That's one of the shoulders going pop. Right. Laments that this is eating into your warden recruitment fund. Yes, because you're going to achieve that in such a reasonable amount of time. Also, I didn't actually. Goodness, busy day. Got distracted wrangling lunch. Lunch is an important thing to wrangle there, Elkhorn. S&T is Science and Technology, a Division 2 engineering school. I have no idea what Division 2 means. That's usually a football thing in this country. But a science and engineering school sounds great, and I'm assuming that's probably linked to your involvement with rocketry. So that sounds like a good weekend ahead, I suspect. And welcome in, Shadow. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. This might have to change, because this is probably on a par with where we've got part of the upper floor. Oh yeah, that's actually, that's not bad. That's a balcony overlooking the building. Yeah, that probably seems a bit weird. That's better. Right, I should eat before somebody yells at me. I should also probably make some more cracked stone bricks, because I'm pretty short on those. But Even more so if I just place them immediately. Ooh. Dang it. I've just realised I missed out on something. So let's get 8 of these. Now, if the new version of Minecraft had released, or the new patch for Minecraft had released, I might have considered lodestones there. We can always consider those later. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because those are supposed to be stairs. Oh, hold on. And for those attempting to catch anything and everything, we have a Maril in chat. Another Pokemon for everybody. Hello for the land up over. Welcome in, Dragon. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, why not? Let's try and catch it. There was something I was coming over here for. Oh, yes. Let's start up the furnaces. And make ourselves another stack of cracked stone brick. Because really should do. Doctor's appointment done, meds acquired, groceries gotten, new mattress and box screen chosen. My goodness, that is a busy day. Congratulations on getting all of those things done, Dragon. More than I could manage in a single day, I suspect. Well, if I had to, I probably could, but I'd seriously end up. And Fegs, thank you so much for that Tier 1 gift sub to Dragon. Today is one of their discovery days for prospective students to tour. Aha! Excellent. Student tour days are always a fantastic sign of... why do I not have any of the stone? And I forgot to make the stairs. Student tour days sound like a good thing. Wait, why have I only got 7 of those? I should have made 8. How did I count to... What? 2 medical appointments in April and both were on the same afternoon. Oh, Ginger. That... I don't suppose that they're in the same building and, like, an hour apart, perhaps. Or, rather than, you know... the same building, the same time, the same time and 3 countries over. 3 countries over? I know what I'm trying to say. The fact that I'm not achieving it is everybody's problem. I mean, I've had situations where I've had appointments twice on the same day. And it's turned out to be, yes, that's because they are. In the last 2 weeks, you touched base with the entire medical team, although it's showing good health. It's exhausting, and I'm glad it's over. Ooh, yes, I'm glad for that, Dragon. 2 different places, can move one of them to different... well, I hope that works, Ginger. Do look after yourself. And Dragon is exhausted because they've been running naked for 50 days straight with a streak. Thank you so much for that ongoing streak, Dragon. Right, let's jump in this window, climb these stairs, and start putting in a little bit more of this. I was about to say, I bet I put the spruce stairs down. But no, I still have them. That's good. I wonder if running a suit would make you... It depends on what the... not if it's a suit of armour. It does have to be a suitable suit. Well, honestly, I think it's the other way around, Dragon. Thank you for helping make the content enjoyable by being here, and like everyone else. It can only be as good as it is because people keep turning up and making it worthwhile. So not sure what's going on with that statement there. So I'm going to move on. But yes, look after yourself, Ginger. It is good to see that you are doing better. And I hope you continue to do better. Right. You know what? I probably shouldn't have put down... But hey, let's do these instead. You made Ginger laugh. Good deed of the day done. Making Ginger laugh... Making Ginger laugh, or in fact, making anybody laugh, is always a good thing. I've also decided I don't want these this way round. Doing well, feeling better every day. That, Ginger, is also a very good thing. Right. Now we can focus on actually putting in all of the stuff that I've forgotten to do. Right. So... let's work around the building. Preferably not placing these in the wrong place. No, you're not that. Is this the announcer's booth? Quite possibly. Although the announcers are probably going to be up at the very top floor, Dragon. I'm hoping it will work out that way. It's definitely turning into a building that is significantly more of a focal point build than I was originally planning. But equally, the more we build it this way, the more it really does actually seem to be the right choice. Because it is definitely turning into a nice focal point. Right, I'm gonna find that cracked stone brick. If I start building a floating eye at the apex of this tower, you're going to begin to worry. Yeah, you're not... we had that conversation yesterday that it looked very ominous without the roof on it. And there's two situations where a floating eye might be appropriate. This could be one of the new outposts of the cult of the Temple of the Eye. And also this could be the all-seeing eye that's escaped from Idiotic Inc. Not sure we really want either. The cult of the all-seeing eye mostly have been based up in the Caldera, so I think we'll keep them out of the politics of this region. Already have an all-seeing eye on this server. They're called the No Drama Safety Llama. That too. But yes, don't forget the Cult of the Eye have encampments all over this server. And Blackclad Wanderer is in on a 10 stream. Why is there a hole in the floor? Streak. Thank you for the ongoing streak there, Blacklad. Naked squirrels being chased by a vampire. I am, well, yes. I hope you're doing well. better. Now we actually have all of the floors in this place. Now, one thing that doesn't work is this wall because of this roof. Squirrels don't wear clothes, so it's fine. Exactly. So what I'm going to do is bring the level down. And then... Well, that's not what I wanted to put there. Don't know where trench coats. Only when trying, attempting to pass themselves off as Scotsmen. Okay, that... You know what? Oh no, that wouldn't make sense. Dang it. I was about to say, this would look really good as a fireplace. But of course, I can't place the fireplace below it because then it would block the entrance to this room. Yeah. Fressen, Rellon, Frellon, mutter, dick dastardly. Okay, I think what we need to do is completely make it so that this is just a solid wall. Why is my inventory full? Oh, why is my inventory full? Oh, how on earth can it be? An absolute chaotic, ruinous mess. It's another... my inventory, of course. Alright. I think I'm going to have to do that. It does make me wonder if I should do the same on this side and have it just as a north-south... Hold on, is this north-south? That's not the direct thing for showing the directions. It is north-south facing. That's almost useful. One of us knows what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure it's not me. Okay. Yeah, let's go with... That's the wrong way. Also, that probably... No, I think that needs to turn. If I place this here, can I get down the stairs? No. Not in the slightest. Well, that's not helpful. If I place that there, can I get down the stairs? Yes. Does it look good? Not in the slightest. It looks terrible. I mean, it doesn't help that I haven't done that. That. Okay, that works. Oh, I do need to do... Wow. How did that end up over there? One of these days, Scotsman will manage to place a block correctly. Is it going to be easier if I start building this staircase over here instead of over here? Well, to be honest, no, it's not going to make a blind jot of difference because I've still got the problem that it needs to curve back on itself far faster than I've got space for. Right, let's try... that might work. If we do this... go up to here, and then do that, here, yeah. Here. Yeah, that's not terrible. And then we would have a floor. Well, we wouldn't have a floor there, because that's not the right level. We would have... Oh, and we have a muck in chat. Welcome. So, for anyone attempting to catch that, we have another muck. And thank you for another follow. That feels better. Poisonous sludge. Ah, yes, so it is. But enough about my building style. I would rather not, Black Lad. I would rather not. So we've got another floor level. That only works for the snakes. And Elkhorn and Feg both caught that. Congratulations on your catch. Okay. We both know that you're about as innocent as I ever managed to be there, Black Lad. Let's take these up for a second. I want to rotate them. And since we've got one already, let's do that. You get to go there, you get to go there, and you get to go there. Doesn't matter how many innocent emotes that you've got, Blacklad, it doesn't necessarily translate into actually believing a word of it. Oh no, Ritsu. Migraine is not a good thing. Look after yourself. I hope it clears up soon. Okay, this is starting to feel like a reasonable set of staircases. That floor is... yeah. Oh, isn't there normally another floor in the middle here? You're an innocent little vampire. It'll be toilet. It'll be okay now that the base is down. Yes. Fortunately, it's not all about the base. We believe you, Blacklad. We believe you. Wait. Huh. Weird. How can you be sus when you're trying to work out why your FFZ is not working? I don't know what an FFZ is. Yeah. My instinct is to be suspicious of an FFZ. Oh, Frankenface. Yes. Okay, now I understand what you're talking about. I have heard of it, I have never used it. Hey, perfect landing there. Right, what I would like to do is swap the Yes. Swap the dark oak logs out of my inventory so that I've got the dark oak logs in the right place. Let's put away the this for the moment. This, no, this goes in here. And apparently we've got one dark oak slab too many. Haha, of course we do. I also need some of these because I haven't set up some of the outside elements, but what I do want is about 2,500 spruce trapdoors. So let's that's an interesting addition. Suggestion. Not sure if I would do that. It's just float for when elytra kicks in. How about just safe? Yeah, I wouldn't know my way around American football to save my life. I do. Yeah, that works. Question. If I do that, do I end up with... Yes, I do. Fantastic. That actually works. That makes a change. I wasn't expecting those to work. It's like rugby, but in full armor. Yeah, that seems like a sensible thing to play. Game of rugby in chainmail. Wow. That seems unnecessarily unfair on the players. Making them carry that amount of extra weight. Feels like a petition for a command that'll never be used. Wow. Feeling the trust in my ability there. That works. That feels a little bit over the top, given that the stairwell is here. How about I don't actually put all of these in? That feels silly. Let's just put a let's just put a single balcony in. A single balustrade. Yeah, you see, that's better. The problem is you can't see the pronoun extension either. Goodness. Any chance that they're offline at the moment? You see, this makes sense because there's a staircase here. This is going to need something. Because, yeah. Something here. You ever have the moments when interior decorating takes a turn for the weirder, where you don't know what you're doing? Interior decoration. Don't you just love it? Right. I think I'm going to need some oak trapdoors, because while the spruce looks lovely, it's a bit too solid. Oh, and we are at Hail Hydrate. Hail Hydrate. Squeak, squeak, squeakums. And a stretch to go with it. There we are. Thank you for that, Feg. And everyone else, remember to hydrate and stretch as well as appropriate. Or as inappropriate. I was about to say, what's an inappropriate hydrate? Is that where you drink too much? Have I got any oak trapdoors? Yes. Ooh. That looks awesome. That really does look good. Those need to go in. That was why I picked up. Inappropriate hydrate is the start of a wet t-shirt contest. Okay. Why do I even ask these questions? These questions and other answers are probably not appropriate to have asked. Look after yourself, Blacklad, and thank you for the lurk. How do I get to the ones that I still need to... Oh, my. Welcome in, Chris. I agree, that definitely was an oh my statement. Oh my. Oh, I've done this one. Whee! Alright. That's better. That actually helps these corners feel a bit more... I was going to say rounded, but complete. Let's go with the word complete, because it kind of fits better. I keep wanting to go through this window. If I go through this window, I'm going to end up stood on some top of a section of floor that doesn't really need to be there. Let's put that there for a moment. Gonna use an emote, but they're all locked. Oh no! Well, apparently a lovely anonymous gifter has sorted that out for you, Chris. Thank you to Anonymous. No, that was the ones I actually wanted. Yeah, that's better, because I don't think I need a... to do this with a solid. That is a good emote. That is a very good emote. I am a big fan of the Takai emotes. There. How goes the new tower? The new tower is rapidly becoming something that's starting to look like an actual tower. Let me swap to the cam account for you, Ailcorn. It's starting to feel good. What do you think? We've got most of the lower two floors of walling in. I'm starting on staircases up the interior at the moment. I'm actually thinking about staircases and floors, and oh my goodness, we're actually building the bits that we need. What you can't see is, for some reason, I'm just sort of flapping my hands around for no apparent reason. I haven't started anything with the wings next to it, but we will get to those. Why was I flapping my hands around? Scott's trumps. Have fun being a Flappy Bird. Well, thank you for that, Ginger, and look after yourself. And hopefully see you again soon. I'm not sure about these two blocks. They look weird. They're never. But I have to put something there. Well, that doesn't work. Maybe I should just put solid blocks of dark oak planks in. Yeah, solid blocks of dark oak planks will probably be the right thing to place there. And for those attempting to catch any of the Pokemon, we have an Arctorvish in chat right now. Is that an no, sorry, Arctovish. I don't know why I said Arctorvish. There's a letter there that wasn't there. Now, remember, do not go through this window. I'm gonna have to do something about that window shortly before I start walking through it and falling to my doom. That's better. Looks a little bit weird, but it's better. Yeah, metal bars feels right, Chris. You are absolutely right there. They will probably be added in the fullness of time once I realise what I'm doing. That may take a while. Apparently I'm not very good at knowing what I'm doing. There. Okay, and I still need to do a little bit more by way of safety banners. Safety banners? Safety... Blah. One of these days I'm going to try and place down a trapdoor and I'm going to drop myself into the ether. I shall drop myself to my doom! Okay, we have staircase up to somewhere midway up the building. I still need to get up there, though. That's a long way to get up, still. It's a long way to the top of the tower. It's a long way to go. Out of oak trapdoors and spruce stairs as well. Let's swap those for those. Let's take half of those and turn them into small trap. Yeah, that fits better. Apparently nobody appreciates my singing today at all. Gives me some more oak trap doors, some more spruce stairs, just keeping quiet to aid the album recording. Yeah. Nope, not that window. Stop walking in through the wrong window slots. At some point I really need to stop walking in through the windows. Okay. I feel like it's probably sensible to have the next staircase. I don't really appreciate any... yeah, that's me. That's okay. Sorry, Cosmic. That quote constantly seems ever more appropriate, Raven. Those two out. Start working downwards from here. That gives us a staircase up. Actually, I don't think I needed to take out both of those. I think I only needed to take out one. So I think I should be going from here to make it a bit more balanced. Yes, because then I have to own... I have... That's... Yes, that feels better, because then we take this bit out, and suddenly everything is a good match. Oh. Who can see the problem with this staircase? We find Scotsman smashing his head against a wall because, well, it's in the way. The wall, that is, not his head. If only I was Jimmy-sized. I look nothing like the sheriff. Seem like the sort that enjoys a hat, though. I do own a nice cowboy hat. Well, actually, it's an Australian-style cowboy hat. Is it Australian style? I don't know. It's been a while since I've worn it. Did it come from a nice cowboy? Yes. Well, it came from a nice store that made them. It's been a very long time since I've worn it, and I suspect that it's in need of looking after better. It does suffer from that problem that if you don't look after leather, it does start to crack. No, I don't. I do not put it on and yell Milky Bars are on me. That would just be silly. You know what? I want to do the roof. I feel like doing the roof would be a nice distraction for a couple of seconds while my brain goes, what are you doing? Press the precedence of the hat at 3 a.m. Oh, why do I think I've gotten off by 1 error on Dark Oak Stairs? Oh, hold on. Excellent. 16. I think 16 is the number I need. It's just as well. Let's turn that lot into that many. Tom Jones preparing AFL suits. That was not a good landing. Right. Now let's see. Can I remember how to build this roof? Not in the slightest. Let's go and look at one. Hello, Mad. Welcome in. Happy Friday, and I hope you're doing well. Please excuse the slight pause here. I'm just taking the cam account over to another building to work out what the heck I'm doing by way of shaping. Oh, it's this design. Also, it's... really? Really? Just as I start on building, the sun sets. Of course it does. You know what? I don't even... ignoring it feels like a really bad idea. So I'll just have to launch myself off the roof and into bed. Yeah, I deserved that one, Raven. And Mad is on a 5-stream streak. Thank you for the streak there, Mad. We have a streaking Mad. Is that influenced by a dancing Mad? Who don't understand that quote, there is actually a song called Dancing Mad from the Final Fantasy universe, which is a rather beautiful piece of music. Mad don't dance, so no. Okay. Mad don't dance, and if he don't dance, well, he's no mad round here. Oh, yeah. Mad can dance if he wants to. No. Nobuo Uematsu's best work. It really was one of them. I think he's got so many best works. It's kind of hard to select a best work from a composer who basically has an archive of best works. Too sure, but Mad sure is. It's fine, Mad. Sorry, I shouldn't be picking on you or being silly. Silliness is what we do, though, sometimes. Wandering Angel is Mad. It is close second. Dancing Mad is a 4-part, 15+ minute masterpiece. Yeah. Okay, I will definitely agree with that. It's not something I have to accept on the grounds that I just do agree. Right, now I need to remember what the heck I'm doing here. Oh yes. That. Where we realise that making all of those slabs, it may still not be enough slabs. Building these roofs really burns through materials. Granted, don't set fire to your roofs. Right, then it's second one of those. That's good, Mad. I'm glad you understand that one. Dancing Mad is not a concerto. Yes. Whoops. Right. Somewhere around here I still have the stairs down. So 2, 4, 6. Right, I'm gonna get some materials to cover up the roof a bit better. I need to hold on to... No, that's the wrong chest. 2 of those. And... Ooh. Actually, I think I'm going to go with dark oak trapdoors on the roof of this one. That... says something about a person's career when One-Winged is just another one of their creations. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think favourite rendition was on a full-played pipe organ. Love to see it someday on one, but until then, that video's pretty... having seen it played on the pipe organ in the Royal Albert Hall, holy heck! I know that's one of those sort of, yes, that's jealous sort of thinking, but yeah, it's that is just bonkers. Please don't be a thunderstorm. Please don't be a thunderstorm. Considering I'm about to place some lightning rods, I do not want this to be a thunderstorm. I always think these feel like they're the wrong way up, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Many of his works are just meant to be played on a large pipe organ. You're in the wrong place. There we are. Oh hey, I caught it. And so did Kurtzune, Superfast Feg, and Mad. Nicely done, everyone. Right, dark oak trapdoors. Let's do something with all of the areas that are spawnable up here. By making them not spawnable. Something tells me I'm going to find myself a couple of trapdoors short. And by a couple, I mean 8. Of course it's 8. Starting to run low on dark oak. Something tells me I may have to spend some time doing some tree chopping in the near future. Again. Trivia. Not sure. Oh, hold on. I've just realised I actually might have needed more than I thought because I forgot there's still these ones to deal with. In 90s personified. Part of me is like, hopefully it's not, yeah, I've got no clue. My brain has just gone, no. Right, what I do want to do is I want to put some lighting up here. I want to do it in a slightly different way to what I've done in other buildings. Where's my yellow chest? There it is. Oh, I am running low on grindstones. That's not fair. Also, it's getting dark and my bed is in the wrong place. Why is it that I always run out of things like grindstones? Probably because I use them for building. How do you make grindstones? I can never remember. I tend to make them by the stack. Okay, so it's a half slab, 2 planks, 2 sticks. Okay, that I can do. Let's make myself another stack of grindstones. 32 of those. Got plenty of these, so let's use those and those. Actually, I think I probably only need to do that and that. That's good. That gives me what I need for that. I need 2 stacks of planks. Don't need that active. Duo enemy of the bat's best. I have no clue. Do I have another stone cutter? Because I'm just going to place another stone cutter back in this room. Right, that. And then let's do what I normally do and make myself an entire stack. It's like, yes, let's be sensible and make a stack of grindstones. It's the sort of thing everybody makes. Oh, and while I have a think, hell hydrate. Stretch as well. Thank you to Blackclad and Raven for those. Oh, yeah, I worked from home today, so I haven't gone for a walk. That's probably a bad thing. I should have done. Those go in here. I do need to stretch, yes. That's why I've said I should probably have gone for a walk. Actually, not those, these. Who wants to walk the squirrels to the pub after stream? That's a thought. Actually, no, I tend to prefer to go with these ones for this. And where's my light sources? There they are. Easier than walking them home after. Yeah. Going up. Lobo the I have no idea who Lobo is. Right. So. Oh. Smiggity. Let's do that from here then. Might have started placing this in the wrong place. Right. And now, I'm going to place this. Yeah, let's do... Enjoy monster hunting, Black Lad. Cross one. And where's my cauldron? Oh. Oh! Dang it. Grr. Thanks, Raven. I keep forgetting cauldrons aren't classed as solids on the sides. Ah, I know. I can get away with this. No, I can't. Oh. That's not going to work either. That fell further than necessary. Ow. That's broken. Okay. I want to make it look like... so, I'm gonna go a little bit with what I'm trying to do and then show and tell in a second. So I was wanting to have it so that the cauldron was in the middle here, looking like it was suspended, and then have campfire on top of it. But I think what we'll do is not bother with the cauldron. We will just go with it looking like this. That might not be bad. Lightning rods into the sides of the cauldron. It's another possibility. I'm just going to finish this off and see what it looks like. Actually, like that, it doesn't look too bad. Needs a block of iron under the fire. Yeah, I think you might be right on that. Or, actually, what if it's a block of copper mesh? No, you can't do that, Feg. What if it was, for example, a piece of wax exposed copper grate? I think that might look better. Then the trapdoors, and yeah, that is sort of why I'm thinking copper. Iron to match the bars makes sense as well, yes. This building's taller than I remember. Oh, that works. Then I'm going to put some copper trapdoors around here and not have a roof here. I want this to sort of feel more open. Just need to age. No, I'm going to leave those unaged. I think those need to stay at that sort of level because they've been heated by the fire, is my thinking. And we have a Pokemon that apparently everybody should be trying to catch. Gotta be careful there, Chris. Suggesting that I make logical sense is a bad thing. Yeah, you might be right. So I can always just go with a straight copper grate of that one. Deletes the Pokemon just to spite others. Wow. What was I thinking? Oh, yes. These. I'd like to do. Are you waxed? No, you're not. Excellent. You'll age to fix it. Where is my bed right now? Raven caught that with a stone. Superfast Feg caught it. I caught it. Frauke caught it. Ritsu caught it. Mad caught it. And Kurtzune caught it. Lots of people caught the cool Pokemon, apparently. Oh, and Chris didn't. Did Chris even attempt to catch it, though? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's swap that for that. No, I think I like the... Ow. I like the owl. That doesn't work either. No, that doesn't work. I think it needs the exposure. Right, let's start putting in. Oh, I've got enough. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's a perfectly reasonable point of view there, Chris. How dare you be reasonable? What I am thinking is... I don't like this. Something's not right. I know. I have an idea. Right, what I'm going to do is swap in 4 of those and bring in... Yes. I don't know how many of these I need, so I'm just going to bring that in. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I think it's that many. I will probably need a button. That's an andesite slab. Do I have a button? Do I have any buttons? Yeah, I probably need to do that as well, Chris. Let's put that away. Button. Oh, button. Oh. Let's make one of those. Dang it, Raven. You and I are too close on brain cells. No, not quite. The Animaniacs have a character called Buttons that has buttons or buttons. as a statement. It's a puppy that ends up in an awful lot of trouble because it looks after, whoops, a girl that basically is chaos incarnate. As in the 90s TV series. Yes. Don't know why I took damage there. Right. What I do want to do is... let me up. Thank you. I'm going to move these into the block so that they're helping to... Actually, would it be better to do them there? No, I think it's better the other way around. I agree, Chris. Right, now what I'm going to do is actually follow the other suggestion of swapping these. And since I'm running out of trapdoors, I'm going to end up putting in some that are the wrong colour, but they will oxidize. Oh, that's nice. That... I'm tempted to take these back by one level. The green is too green. So I will need some wax. That's not wax in it. That's got 7 wax in it. Well, you haven't gotten us killed yet, so well done. Which direction is Gordonstone Ward? That one. I can't even remember my the way around my own area. Size of cat. He has the crazy. Cats have crazy. Cats are crazy. This is because cats are able to see things that we can't. And it drives them crazy. They just can't stop. Sorry, B. Not letting you out. Where did that go? Come back here. Right now, your cat sees chicken. That drives him crazy too. Right. That should give me... Oh yeah, that gave me a decent amount of honeycomb. Excellent. Hello, bee. Stay. I used it all, Shadow. A ridiculous amount of it got turned into wax blocks, which you can't unturn into the... you know what I mean. I did not plan well in advance. And then an awful lot of it got turned into things like candles over the years. Oh, these are unwaxed anyway. 1 off or 2 off? I think 2 off. Bring it back to this level. We've gone through an awful lot of candles over the years. So those need to only go 1 level, and I think that looks pretty good. It's a different feel to some of the other buildings that we've got, whilst also still feeling like it's a sensible design. And with that campfire in the middle, it keeps the whole area lit up, which is nice. I still need to finish putting in a floor here. So let's get a little bit more ground level in. I may have to come back down the building. Yeah. I'm out of birch. Of course I am. One of these days I'm going to drop off the side of that tower and fail to activate my elytra properly. Good news is we're at the point where the tower is pretty much done, so now we can start thinking about the buildings around it. Is there any logic to what side of the honeycomb exit the highest based on what side? Not that I'm aware of. And on that day, I better hope I'm not at partial health. Yeah. You can guarantee that that's not going to be the case, Raven. It's almost... I've just made the same mistake that I did earlier. Almost certain that I will stuff it up in some way that is going to result in me suffering a large amount of damage. Right. Let's put some anti-stairs on there. And on here. That's going to be a problem. So let's do this. That. That. That's better. Now this feels like an actual solid staircase. Well, apart from this bit. There. Do I have... Yes, I do. Excellent. I think for this bit, we'll just run these all the way down. Like so. And we need something approximating... Yeah. That's annoying. Can't put anything there. I might come back to this and do the interiors at a future point, because what I really want to be doing is starting on the buildings next to this, because they kind of feel like they're the next section to work on. So this building and that building, we need to put roofs on them and start detailing them out by, you know, putting in sides and so forth. I'm also thinking, do I want to lower the floor of this one by 1 block? Or do I want to have it so that we step up into it? And for those who might be interested in it, we have a Heliosk course finished to a point. I think it's going to be next week, Raven. The reason I'm not recruiting is because I really should be doing all of these bits. And until I've done them, I don't think we can run the recruitment, because I think the first thing we should do is... Oh, I've also got this whole stretch to do. And I found that to be incredibly repetitive on stream earlier in the week, doing this. And I don't want to do repetitive stuff in front of people. It's unfair. I know that people will turn around and say, we'll watch you do almost anything like that, but this is several hundred blocks of exactly the same damned thing. So, also feed the Scots. Whoops, yes, thank you. Whereas doing something like this, giant tower, lovely buildings, is a far more interesting thing for you lot to watch. Ooh, you caught it, Mad. Well done. And so did Ritsu. What I might do is not take this any further back than there. Yeah, I need to think about that one. Right. Roof. Roof, bark, dead dog. What do we want to make the roof out of on these? I don't want to do it in copper. We've done heavily large amounts of copper in other buildings, but equally it feels like it is the sort of building that should have a copper roof. What have we got on the... Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. What if we do this roof as a living roof with moss, and that roof with copper, so that it's similar in style to the farm. Because the farm building has a living roof, and the farm... Hold on, I'll bring the camera count up. I'm thinking we can mimic this pairing. Have the building at the top of the hill have the copper roof, and the building that's lower down the hill have the living roof. I think that pairing will be quite nice. It could sort of give the feeling that this is more farm building that's been taken over by the pillagers a little bit. It could be one of those sort of crossover buildings, Raven, is the sort of thing I'm thinking. A dozen dummy entries put in. Ooh, what are you dummying up, Ritsu? That said, Crimson feels like it would be lovely as well. Yeah, let's do Crimson and Copper. Crimson and Copper. I'm going to use the solid copper that I've got because I don't want to, and I'll just let it... Well, hold on. Oh, you can't take wax off No. You have to place down copper to unwax it. Arr. Aha! I have a block of copper instead. That'll do. Right. Let's get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Okay, fine. You go ahead. That goes in there. That goes in there. So does that. These go in here for the moment. Copper ore goes in my spare random bits chest. Stone goes into the stone chest. I know this is disturbing. I'm actually trying to keep a relatively controlled inventory. Never happens. And you know what? That button can just go straight into this corner and despawn. Hold on to the dirt, use it as a help block. Oh yes. Let's start, I think, copper on the top one. And yeah, if we do copper on the top one and crimson on the lower, then that might be a good pairing. Right, the reason I grabbed the deep slate is we need to put in a edging. Oops. Useful. And then we start working our way up. And this point of contact is going to be a pain. Do I directly... Do I directly arm or do I directly harm? Oh, you can guarantee that, Shadow. By letting it despawn, I will absolutely need it later. I'm gonna do the other bit that I do occasionally with these. I'm gonna ignore this section first for a moment. I'm gonna actually just work here. Grr. I was a deep slate, spent too much time with paint net last night fixing up deep slate auto distress. I can understand that. A lot of people don't like deep slate's textures. I personally have been finagling them for so long that I don't really notice them anymore. Yeah, if I do this... this building's going to have to age naturally. It's just... I mean, I could have made this with all the aged copper, but I think using the aged copper and cutting it back would have just driven me slightly crazier. Yeah, we'll bring this to the... It's not that you don't like them, it's that the textures resource pack. Aha, okay. So, everything else has an override except for it. Okay. is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, of course, yes. Didn't actually need to take all of those out. Website now returns to a parking page. Oh dear. Yeah, I quite like that. I think once it's aged, it'll look better. Right. Let's put a piece of dirty. Yeah, so stairs in. I don't think I've heard of the Painterly pack. I must admit, I have not really used many texture packs over the years. Tor, on the other hand, welcome in Tor, apparently has heard of it. I seem to have two very distinct states when it comes to Minecraft. I either play heavily modded, like the Ocean Block, or I play totally so close to vanilla that it's ridiculous. Notably, this. Just because something's ancient doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I meant to get some more stairs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 28. 56. Eek. I think I'm about that many short of stairs. Just for the two opposing sides of this bit. I've still got to work out what to do here, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Plus 4 for this bit. Yeah. Right. And so... Oh, hold on. No, first things first. Deep Slate. Did download the entire library of Painterly's packs textures off the website in a giant zip file before it ran. That's a good starting point. That really is. Having their archive of pretty much everything they've done gives you a very good starting archive of concepts. Let's get myself another stack of polished deep slate slabs. Now I'm aware that this roof looks a little bit flat on the top, but I'm thinking I have a plan. Kit bashing is the one I know of as well. Yeah, I haven't got anything set up for turning up the music, I'm afraid. I haven't been loading up the controller. Sorry. that. Doesn't take long to load the controller. And hopefully that's not drowning me out too much. Right, I'm not talking much because I'm concentrating on this roof. So I get 7 bounces for it. Yeah, always a good thing. Yes, 13. Occasionally we'll build to a 13 with... It's rare, but I will do it. That's blocks. That's there, that's there. So all of those into those. There. Right. And I should put some of these in just to light things up a bit. Everyone enjoy the dance party there. I do like Virtual Is Where They Live. It is a lovely track from Andrew. He does such a lovely set of music. And is very supportive of people using his tracks. He's got a very nice open license, which basically says, yeah, make sure you acknowledge me, and make sure you've bought the music. I just did, Chris. But thank you for the reminder. What I should probably do at some point is work out how to put a button up for that. Oh, yeah. The other nice thing is, because of the way I've got the music set up, I turned that up for you lot. Didn't change anything for me. I have a completely independent audio mix, so that didn't actually change how I heard it. It's a bit of a cheat, but rather useful doing that. I think I actually have the music up louder for me than I do for you anyway, by default. Because I like to little bit louder for myself. I know that's a bit of a cheat, but that's what having this set up is for. Right. Right. I'm going to have to blend this into these walls a bit better. Let's see. I'm going to run out of copper in a minute. Might as well just make the rest of it into stairs. It's going to have to be going to have to collect some more in a sec. Surprised by just how much copper I still have. It's been a while since I've been back to a trial chamber and done a copper run. Ugh. Well, that's a problem. Just goes to show how much copper comes out of a small amount of trial chamber. All of this is waxed. Why is all of my copper waxed? Well, fine. I guess we'll just have to unwax it. I love the noise that unwaxing copper makes. I don't like the noise of waxing it, because it all came out of a trial chamber. Yeah, that really is absolutely the reason, isn't it? Trial chambers, they giveth and they taketh away. They give you an absolute crap ton of copper. They taketh away your sanity by having to actually unwax it by placing it down and hitting with an axe. Right. That's not going to be enough, but it'll be a good start. How do I blend this into this wall? I don't know. Will it blend is not the question for this situation. Large portions of it link perfectly fine. This bit, I think what I need to do is take that out and probably just put in a solid block. And I probably need to do the same here. At which point, yeah, no, I don't need to do anything else there. Unless we just put in a lower half slab. No. No. Or we put in a stair like that. No, I think we just put in a whole block. Do that. No. Part of me is wondering if I should actually do that in deep slate at the point of intersection. Don't know. That is a question I do not know the answer to. Yeah, I think you're right, Raven. I've got it here, I just need to bring it up there. Fortunately, it's all half slabs or solid blocks. Oh, no, it's not. It's stairs here. Nope. So what am I needing? 1, 1, 2. So I'm 4 stairs short. Of course I am. Oi, you're in the wrong place. Afraid not, Ritsu. What do you know? I actually have some. The other advantage is, if I get all of this copper in now, then I will be able to, yeah, that's right, let it oxidize while I work on the buildings around and the landscaping around over the weekend, so it'll then be ready for me to put the gradient in next week, which will be nice. So that is a good reason for getting all of the copper done now. So I need... Really? I just need 4 more? One more operation of this? One of those. Let's get some of these. I need probably 10 of these as a rough guess. Did I miscount? Is it 5? Oh, no, 1 operation. Still not off by 1 error. And yes, there really is an XKCD for everything. Oh, really? Rassen, Fressen, Relin. Oh, and I missed an entire row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right. There. Hopefully that's the right number now. Yeah. Just need to take a quick nap and then put in the other side. Which will be... just leave out this window. Scotsman and windows. These things are my way of traversing the world. It's... Right. That looks like a nice solid roof now. Have I missed anything? I mean, I've got the ends to do, but that's not going to be copper. And I've got the this entire section of roof down here to do, but that's going to be the weekend. Sorry, after the weekend. And yes, I think you're right there, Chris. I've just managed to get this into the wire. And we have a Bergmite in, for those who might need it. Yeah. Yeah, as always, quote 200 comes up far too quickly. But let us have a look at how this is coming along, because we've done a really large amount of detail today. little iceberg. Little iceberg? Slightly confused by that. Oh! Right. That has really come on nicely. I think once that roof ages, that's going to look really good. And I've still got my the cap to put in. I'm going to put in a row of probably iron bars, I think. Although I'm pondering anvils, because it's almost on brand for me to put a roof line of anvils in. And I think a roof line of anvils would probably go quite nicely here. But, oh, that does not load properly. There it is. Ooh, that is a nice building. It fits nicely into the area, doesn't it? It's got that... Would anvils be spawnable? No, which is the other reason for it. Yeah, I like this. That provides a nice centerpiece focal point for this area. And I think once the second half of the buildings are in place, and we've got more of the stables in, some more of the pathing around, I need to decide if I want to put something in this area. It kind of feels like it might need something, but I'm not sure. I know I'm going to be putting in another milling area just here. And I think putting something behind it might be too much. Because I think we're reaching the point where this whole area is just the right... A paddock might work nicely. Custom tree, yes. Maybe some more fields, perhaps. With a custom tree. Let's head over to this area. Come on. Load, please. Thank you. Bobby, are you going to load? Thank you. Oh, that's nice. That works. Yeah, it's going to definitely need something off to that left. But it's not going to want to be a building. I think it's going to have to be something smaller than a building, but something larger than... yeah, I don't know. I need to think about that one. I've also got to work out how tall those other two towers are going to be. I think the one on the right is probably going to be a normal-sized tower. The one in the mid-ground at the front, I think, is going to be a short... I think it might actually just be an open, flat platform, rather than a tower. But, yeah, I think this is coming together quite nicely. I'm really happy with the way all of this looks. It's for the huge amount of build, it's coming together quite nicely. Right. However, we are at the point where I do need to declare the voice of reason and consider wrapping up. Thank you to everyone for joining me this week. It has been absolutely amazing as always, and fantastic having you around. And thank you to those who've streaked, who've had subscriptions, who've gifted subscriptions. All of that is, as always, absolutely amazing and fantastic. I really do. There is not a huge amount I can say beyond thank you. I would like to pick somewhere to go out for a raid. Let's see. We have... Ah, yes. somebody I'd not raided for a week or so, or a week or 3. Let's head out to Corrupted Tree, who is another fantastic Minecrafter. And oh, yeah, there we are. And is on Wilderness SMP right now. As always, I hope everyone has a good time zone and a fantastic evening, and is able to really enjoy themselves and relax. I will be back again on Monday at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back on the Idiotic server, and I suspect there will probably have been something that changes with the eye over the weekend. Either way, take care of yourselves, and be well, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.